Hey guys, it's Russ Howe. In today's video, I want to discuss the effects of dreaming big and what it can do for you, both positive and negative, okay? There's a big difference, in fact, there's a massive difference between dreaming big and fantasizing, which I'm going to explain in this video. One's good for you and one's not. Now, I'll openly admit I tend to achieve most of the things, if not all of the things, which I set my mind to, particularly these days. You know, in the past I had this horrible fear of failure, lack of self-confidence, and these days I don't have that. I literally decide to do something and then it may as well be done. I'm just waiting for you to see it. It's actually like that. When you live your life that way, when you have that confidence in yourself, it's great. You know, you can live with a sense of freedom. It only comes from realizing there's nothing wrong with failing. You know, the guy who isn't scared to fail is generally the guy who pushes himself beyond how far he even thought he could go. And I think now, you know what, if someone's not laughing at some point when I tell them my dreams, I'm probably not even dreaming big enough. It is like that with me now. I enjoy the challenge, you know. There's nothing wrong with being unrealistic in your aims. You don't just want to do what's already been done before. As Will Smith said in his great video, being realistic is the most commonly travelled path to mediocrity. You want to stand out in your life. We get one life. This is it. This is our time on earth. Leave your mark. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, there's a difference between having those, you know, big ideas and just fantasizing about those big ideas. I'm going to try and sum this up as easily as I can. When you say you want to change your life, do you say it in a I wish I could win the lottery kind of way? Or do you say it with that, you know, that fire in your eye that you're going to change your life and you don't care what you have to do, you're going to make it work? It's the same sentence, but depending on what type of person says it, it's got an entirely different meaning. You know, if we put this into an online business context, I'm sure a lot of the people watching this video on the blog are, you know, we've got a lot of people that subscribe because of online business and fitness. So if we focus on online business itself, there's a lot of guys that they join up to companies dreaming about, you know, making money online, dreaming about it would be nice to be earning, you know, 1k or 5k a month, sitting on a beach, all those things that the companies, they put those ideas into your head about sitting in, you know, getting money for nothing. It's one thing to be dreaming about that, but then when it comes time to do the work, they don't push themselves to get there. They just like the concept that they could get money for nothing. And those are the type that never make any money online because they just keep jumping from one to the next. When they realize it's not going to work, rather than waking up, they just go to the next one, you know, and it's just never-ending cycle. The guy who decides that he's going to change his life and he means it, it doesn't matter what company he joined. He could join something that pays out half what someone else pays out. He's going to make it work. It's frightening being around people like that because they literally have that nothing is going to stop me look in their eye. Those are the guys that I surround myself with in my business, because that's the same thing that drove me. There's nothing wrong with dreaming if you're actually serious. You know, if you actually believe it, it can't be faked. There is something wrong with fantasizing because it is literally just, it's okay if it's just like an escape, you know, you're just daydreaming for a bit, but if you find that you're doing that all the time, your life will pass you by. You know, that's what I felt like. If you watch my video about fear of failure, I felt like my life was passing me by until my early 20s because I was afraid to take action. I would just sort of, you know, be in my own little world, frightened to say what I really wanted to do with my life in case someone laughed. It's bizarre, but you do get lost in that. And the difference between dreaming and fantasizing is that, you know, if you're dreaming big, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you follow through with it, guys. Because if you're just sat there thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do this and just have no worries, it's not going to happen though. That's the thing. You know, most of those guys that say I want to change my life in a I wish I could win the lottery kind of way are the type who do the same job for years and years, complaining And if you tell them, go do something else, they'll come up with reasons why they can't. Or they'll say they want to win the lottery when they haven't even bought a ticket. They're out there. Don't become one of them, because it just drags you down. You won't get very far until you start realizing, it is okay to dream big, and you can achieve it. I'm living proof that you can. But you have to genuinely believe in yourself. It cannot be faked. It cannot be going from one extreme to another. One day thinking, that's it, I'm going to do it, and then the slightest thing happens in your life, and the next day you're saying, no, I can't do it. I can't do anything. It can't be like that. You can't be like that and be successful, because you need to believe it to make anyone else believe in you. You need to believe it 100%. Hopefully that just explains what drives me on. I actually believe when I commit to doing something, it's done. I'm just waiting for you to see that it's done. It's already done in my mind, and I wouldn't commit to it if I wasn't going to do it. And when you live your life with that, no excuse mentality, it's great. You just, you get that sense of freedom that you're not wasting your time doing anything. And if this can help one person, just one person, to start thinking in that way, and just making things happen in their life, whether it's business, whether it's their fitness, whether it's just, telling someone to get out of their life who's been holding them back. Just anything that comes of it is good. And you'll notice the way that it starts impacting other areas of your life when you start having that no excuse mentality. Everything around you, you start treating it the same way, and you start just progressing everywhere. You become a better person. That's just how it is. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a great teacher, said quite a lot of times that bodybuilding taught him the discipline where he knew he could succeed in anything he wanted to do after that. And he went about and achieved every single thing that he wanted to do. And that's something which I think a lot more people could benefit from learning, just that way of thinking. That's certainly what I do. Thanks very much for stopping by to watch today's video. Feel free to check out the rest of the post. We'll put a little blog post with this on russhal.com, and feel free to share it, comment it. This is about actually helping people change their lives. So let's do it. You can contact me through the site anytime you want. Thanks a lot now. Bye bye.